Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Lori Williams. I help individuals and corporations to create lasting mental and emotional wellness through holistic practices. And today we're going to be talking about relationship red flags, mental health edition. So I do want to preface this video by saying that these things I'm going to share with you today does not mean that either person in the relationship is a bad person or broken. It's just some red flags to look out for within the relationship, because it may point in the direction that there's an unhealthy relationship, or that the relationship is going down an unhealthy path. That being said, what I'm going to talk about today, it does reflect personal relationships as well as professional relationships, and ultimately it's allows you to see what is unhealthy in all areas of your relationships, so that you can hopefully, providing the other person wants to work with you to resolve the issues, that you can actually be able to shift the red flags into green flags and create a healthy relationship. So first and foremost, the first red flag is emotional instability. This can mean that the person is very hot and cold with you. They cannot get enough of you. They are around you all the time, and then all of a sudden they're ghosting you, or giving you one-word answers, won't answer their phone or won't return their calls, that kind of thing. They'll also show mood swings that have no accountability. They will take no responsibility for it whatsoever. The second red flag is a lack of emotional regulation. So this can look like, they have a huge blow up over the most seemingly small stressors. For an example, this could be, when rent or mortgage or whatever is due, and they're freaking out over the fact that their, rent or mortgage is due when it's been a bill for, I'm assuming, most of their adult life. So for them to be having a huge blow up over that would seem a little bit out of character. It could definitely be seen as a red flag. They can use guilt or shame to be able to manipulate you into either backing down from expressing what you need in the relationship, or to make it seem as though that they're right and you're wrong. The third red flag is poor communication. They refuse to talk about tough topics. Or the complete opposite of that is they try to make a big deal over everything. Every little issue becomes a huge issue that they're just constantly blowing up. They could be constantly interrupting you, or being very, very defensive. So those are definitely some red flags that you want to look for as well. The next red flag is codependency or extreme detachment. So those are actually complete opposites. So the codependency would be where it's like they can't live without you. They make you responsible for their happiness, for whether or not they feel, emotionally stable and all that kind of stuff. Or the extreme detachment would be they refuse to open up emotionally at all. Gaslighting is the next red flag. And psychological manipulation. So this can look like that they twist facts to make you doubt the story or the events that happened, and cause you to kind of sit back like, okay, did that really happen the way I think it did? They blame you for things that are very, very clearly their responsibility, and they can shift the narrative to make themselves seem like the victim. So the next red flag would be to neglect their own mental health. So they may refuse to seek help in order to be able to help themselves to be able to learn and grow. Or they could use their mental health issues as an excuse of why they treat you the way they do. That to me is a huge, huge red flag. You're going to feel drained by someone who is expressing or a lot of red flags in your relationship. You're going to feel like you walk on eggshells around them. You're always going to try to be the person that's trying to fix things, or fixing the other person, or even trying to be better for the other person so that you don't trip their anger or their manipulation. You're going to feel more anxious, confused, and sad every time you're not around them because they've just brought up all of these emotions that essentially aren't yours, but they're putting them on you, and you're taking them on as your own. Now, these relationship red flags are definitely things to not avoid and to make sure that you are addressing them. You're not responsible for fixing anybody else. You're not responsible for taking other on things that are as other people's responsibility within the relationship. Um, any relationship that seems as though it has these relationship red flags, there is a possibility for turning it around and making these into green flags, providing both parties want to have a healthy relationship with one another. That being said, the best way to make sure that you yourself are showing up as in a relationship as green flags is to also take everything that I've shared with you today and be very, very honest with yourself about how are you showing up in the relationship? What issues have that I have said today um, do you express when you're in relationships, especially new relationships? Um, these are things to help you to heal and to grow and to be the best version of yourself. At the end of the day, you only have responsibility for yourself. You can only help yourself. You can only heal yourself. And you can only fix the things that you're bringing to the relationship. And the other person, it's on them to do the same. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you back here next time.